Goalkeepers, nervous strikers, they'll deliver. Crowd roars erupted, you can feel the quake. 80,000 voices.
Times in football, it's good to look beyond rivalry, football tribalism, look beyond the colors of teams, look beyond the blue of a Chelsea or the red of an Arsenal, so, and look and be human for a bit. And what Chelsea have done, according to reports that I've heard and seen on X, I'm sure if you've been on X, that Chelsea have decided to give a portion of the bonuses they got for winning the Club World Cup to Diego Jota's family, the families of Diego Jota and his brother. So I think that's really commendable from them and something that I think should be emulated as well. So it's not always about competition on pitch and tackles and goals and shots and all that, but also the humanity, that football represents. So big up and kudos to Chelsea and everyone that was involved in coming to those decisions, whether it was the coaches, the players, the ownership group, or a collection of everyone else, of everybody. That's really commendable in my opinion. So top one in that regard. Now, Manchester City have recently launched their new away kit, so it looks okay. It's up on the screen. You can see here. It looks okay. It doesn't look super fantastic, but grey and lime or grey and light green doesn't really catch the eye so much for me. But I think it's something that maybe Manchester City fans can warm up to, as the season goes by. Maybe when they see their players wear it, it could look super fantastic in their eyes. So let's see how it all shakes down in that regard. And talking about clubs, and Nigerian Youngster has signed a new deal with Sunderland with Sunderland. He currently plays for Sunderland under 21s. His name is Trey Ogunsuyi. So he signed a new deal with the club. So congratulations to him. Let's see how it pans out for him at Sunderland, if he indeed gets to play, for Sunderland's first team. I think he's someone that's highly rated at the club. So fair play to him. And let's see how it shakes out. Of course, his teammates with Ahmed Abdullahi. So hoping that both of them would, have the opportunity to be called up to the first team of Sunderland and play this season. But given the sort of transfer deals that Sunderland have done this season, maybe they wouldn't really have the opportunity. But now I heard some reports unconfirmed though that McGill is injured or has some injury concerns, so not quite sure about that one, but hopefully it's not true from a justice perspective. But if it is indeed true, maybe unfortunately that could create an opportunity for either Ahmed Abdullahi or Trey Ogunsuyi to have their call-ups to the senior team. So let's see how it all shakes down. But I hope Mangiu is well and fit. Just hope that maybe the performances in the academy could be what gives them a shot, to play first in football, maybe in cup games or so for Sunderland. Let's see how it all shakes down in that regard. Now, speaking about Nigerian youngsters as well, there's a Christian Chigozie. He's made his first team debut for Luton Town. He's a defender, so nice to see that has happened. Luton Town used to be in the Premier League, but they got relegated. So let's see how it shakes down for him. Hope he can command game time there and get into the eyes of the head coach of the team and get more game time at the club. And as well, hoping president that Eric Chell can take notice of him. For me, the thing with all these young players in Nigeria is I want them to impress, and then I want the coaching crew, the NFF, the Nigerian Sports Commission or National Sports Commission, to have them within the Nigerian ecosystem. So you keep tabs on them, monitor their performances, monitor their progression in their personal lives. And then when the time comes, you can then, make them part of your team. And then before we end, we must talk about Spurs, how Spurs managed to throw away, a two-goal lead. Played very well against PSG in the first half. Only PSG dominated possession, but it was one of those possessions where it wasn't really going anywhere. So fair play to Spurs in that regard. But in the second half, they scored again. They were leading 1-0 the first half. They scored the second goal in the second half, 2-0 up in the second half. And then some people were saying it's because they started dropping deep. For me, I don't really have any problem with dropping deep, but is the effect, how effective you are in dropping deep and your plan to attack, because you can defend stoutly but also have a plan to really counter, with pace. But for some reason, Spurs were unable to do that, and they got punished, considered two very late goals, and it ended up in them losing on penalties. So fair play to PSG. They are the Super Cup winners, and Chelsea can say that the only European side to have defeated, PSG in a European competition. So fair play in a competition. Fair play to PSG. So with that, we'll come to the end of this video, and I'll see you on yet another video. Hopefully, stay well and stay blessed. Bye bye.